And the Hells Angels want that to happen, and that's how they're going to be able to succeed in our society.
And how is Drake able to get in contact with these people? I don't know too much about them. They don't look like they like my kind. I don't know. I'm just saying. So how is Drake able to get? I don't know. Is there any black people in this organization? Are there black people in Hells Angels? Let me see. Hell Angels biker chase and beat 3 black men. Hate crime. I see hate crime when I type in black people. I don't think they like black people. I don't know. I'm just reading the title. Holy moly. So how is Drake able to hang out with this guy? Hells Angels biker chase and beat 3 black men in a hate crime. Okay. 17 Angels member associated in incident in brutal. Okay. 17. All right. Violent attack. Okay. Let me just type this in YouTube real quick. Drake, how do you get associated with these people? I'm trying to understand why. How? Well, here goes the answer. Well, wow, amazing what Google does. Hey, and look who's interviewing this person, DJ Vlad. Wow. Oh, well, I don't really need. Okay, I guess I got the title. I guess I got my answer in the titles. Okay. Maybe I don't need to watch the video. Maybe the title speaks for itself. So, Drake, how are you able to get in conversation with this guy? Money? I'm sure there's a lot of powerful people, black people with money. I don't think money is the case. I don't know. I'm just saying. But I think money. This organization looked like, they pretty stern with their politics. I don't think they will, let money be the, override their stance.
A few days ago, I interviewed a British brother named Peter Triton, and he was an international cocaine trafficker who got caught up in Ecuador and ended up doing a decade in their insane prisons. Right?
We talked briefly. In Ecuador, he did time. Mm-hmm. How was the prison down there?
Insane. You got to check out that interview. It is insane, bro. He wrote a crazy book as well, El Infierno, which means hell. And we talked briefly about the paranoia that goes with the outlaw life. In addition to rival clubs, your own club members, and law enforcement that was actually after you. How did you manage the paranoia?
Well, I tried to, anytime I was having issues of paranoia, I would let my intellect guide me. I didn't work off my emotions. I would let my intellect, I would think about something, I would measure it out in my head, and then I would make a rational decision. I never made, I certainly went with my gut from time to time, but I didn't make decisions on emotions. I made intellectual, rational decisions, and that's how I dealt with it. And I'll tell you, a lot of times I would, if I suspected somebody, I would put some counterintelligence out there. That was, some of my stuff from the Marines and the Department of Defense. Made its way back to me out of, one of the other brothers, but, when I would tell stuff, I don't know if he could be trusted anymore.
I watch a lot of video, a lot of archive video, a lot of current video, and I don't recall seeing near one non-white member of Hells Angels. Did Hells Angels accept non-white members?
Well, I'll tell you, that's an interesting story. If you look back in the old archives in San Francisco, Sacramento, these were the early charters, San Francisco, Sacramento, San Bernardino. There were black members. There's Mexicans, there's Chinese. I think his name was Phil the Chinaman out of Frisco. There were some black brothers. And as people started going to prison, the guys who were returning, we went through some heavy changes in the club. And what they did is they adapted the prison color lines. Is basically what happened. And, people have accused us of being racist and whatnot, and that's not the case at all. It's like, I've gone to the East Bay Dragons, that's an all-black club in Oakland, and partied with them. They come to the Oakland clubhouse and party with us, and they don't have any white members, but we're still friends with them. And what happened is the people were coming back from prison. not only were they adapting the prison politics of you stay with your own race, and then you are aware of prison politics, how treacherous they can get and serious they can get. They took it to such an extreme that in the 1984, so many people had come back from prison that they
Fuck 'em up. I'ma do myself. Why you pulling like a bitch? Ain't you trying to strike a chord? And it's probably
Drake! Drake!
You've now super chatted $1.99. Drake get a pass, he French vanilla half and half.
Hey, I'm just saying, I'm just trying to get an understanding. Hey, I don't know nothing about nothing. So I'm just here viewing videos that's already been posted and trying to get some understanding. Look, I'm trying to understand like y'all. Y'all probably figured this stuff out for the first time just like me. So this is for educational purposes only? Appreciate that $2.
the members that had been in prison wanted the death head mouth closed. The mouth was open on the death head, and they had adapted such prison politics. They said the mouth's got to be closed because it looks like we're talking. So that's how extreme.
Okay, I understand that. So Drake, why would you want to associate yourself with? It's just out of all the gangs, like you went from. Okay, so this dude, he was a member of the Hell. I'm about to say Hellcats, the Hell Angels for a long time. All right, that's him. So I'm just Drake. Why you associate with all these gangs, man? What the fuck? Oh, Drake. Game, like what's going on with Drake, man? Why he always got to associate himself with gangs? Like he was just in Compton, blood this, blood that. Nah, what Drake? What the fuck are you doing? I'm trying to. What the
Johnny and Giuliano.
Wow. As if I lost my.
So you went from Jesus. What the hell is this? Then he got mob ties. And then allegedly he might be with some. Then he was tied up what top five, the dude in Toronto. Why is he associating himself with all these different groups? It's just like, God. All right. It's just information. Just getting information, that's all. These are some bad people. But according to this man, entire California arrested for robbery and kidnapping. Shit. Entire Hell Angels chapter arrested for kidnapping, robbery, assault, and other violent charges. That was just 5 days ago. That was just 5 days ago. Drake, why? Okay, so we heard him. So apparently there were blacks in this organization a while ago, but the people went to jail and they took on the jail politics. The blacks stayed with blacks, the whites stayed with whites, and the Mexicans stayed with Mexicans. So they adapted the prison politics into outside of the prison walls. So it seems like they just stuck with their group, even though back in the day there were Mexicans and there were black. But after, people started going to jail, they adapted to the prison politics, right? Okay. All right. Cool. All right. But Drake, why you though?
Certainly, I'd like him to acknowledge that he made a mistake and that he can make better choices. And then if the conversation continued past that, I'd love to be able to work with him, who has, significant influence again, to promote a message of gang prevention, of that our societies don't stand for violence, and that we want to make our future and, quite frankly, Canada a better place without criminal organizations.
I mentioned in the intro, this is the fellow from the mean streets of Forest Hill. Now, for those not familiar with Toronto, Forest Hill is probably one of the very best neighborhoods in all of Toronto.
That's where you grew up.
Yeah, it's the absolute opposite of straight out of Compton. And I think for street cred, I think because of the rap hip hop culture, it's important that you have this really badass persona, that you're a gangsta, you know.
And so, you know, it is what it is. This is one of these things where, you know, you've got a guy who wants so badly to be part of that scene.
Yeah.
Then I've lost a lot of respect for you.
Hells Angels Motorcycle Club.
Now that's kind of crazy when white people calling you out.
When you look at Drake,
Drake. This is bad when white people calling you out. This ain't me. This ain't Kendrick. This ain't coming from me. This is coming from them. This is bad when white people calling you out. Drake connection to Toronto's Hell Angels. They also speak on Drizzy growing up in the nicest neighborhood in Toronto, Forest Hills. What the hell's Forest Hills? Well, let's find out. Let me see. Is Drake from Forest Hills? Is Drake from Forest Hill? We're doing some research today. Drake, I didn't have it easy growing up in a wealthy Toronto neighborhood. Self-described or sat down, promoted his new Nothing Was the Same, this morning, started from the bottom, now we're here. Oh, okay, started from the bottom, now we're here is truly the seven here having an easy life in the wealthy neighborhood of Forest Hill. Wow. I grew up with the mom. Oh, so he is from Forest Hill, huh? Let me see. Forest Hill in Canada. All right, let me see. So he admits that he's from Forest Hill. All right, so what's Forest Hill? Let's just get an explanation of this. The luxury lifestyle. There go our answer right here. Is this a good neighborhood? One of the wealthiest and most elite neighborhoods in Toronto. Holy moly, donuts. Oh, god damn, bro. I didn't know all this. Listen, I just listened to his music. Hey, this is new information for me. I wasn't paying attention to Drake like that. I thought everybody was just hating. Honestly, look, I was like academics. Man, y'all just hating because Drake, you know what I mean, on top. Nah, these niggas been knowing about Drake. I'm just finding this out right now as we speak. I thought niggas was just hating on him. I was like academics, man, y'all hating on Drake because, you know what I mean, he been on top for so long, man. Y'all, man, I thought everybody I'm like, man, y'all, no. Oh, shit. Damn. Listen, I wasn't paying attention, man. I was just listening to the music. I wasn't into these details, but you know what? I am now. So, hey, here we are. No wonder this nigga. Malibu Most Wanted in real motherfucking life. Well, I'll be damned. All right. Well, let's listen to him.
I mentioned in the intro, this is the Drake. I mentioned in the intro, this is the fellow from the mean streets of Forest Hill. Now, for those not familiar with Toronto, Forest Hill is probably one of the very best neighborhoods in all of Toronto.
That's where you grew up.
Yeah, it's the absolute opposite of straight out of Compton. And I think for street cred, I think because of the rap hip hop culture, it's important that you have this really badass persona, that you're a gangsta, you know.
And so, you know, it is what it is. This is one of these things where, you know, you've got a guy who wants so badly to be part of that scene.
Yeah.
Then I've lost a lot of respect for you.
Hells Angels Motorcycle Club is a globally recognized and controversial motorcycle gang and has long been associated with white members within its U.S. chapters. The absence of people of color within this notorious club raises questions about the factors contributing to this.
Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor.
Strike a chord part. Oh, Kendrick. I remember that because
Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor.
When you look
so that's why that dude probably punched him. Remember right before that verse came, he punched him right there. He punched him right before that minor part came out. That dude punched him. Ain't that a coincidence? Right before that part came, the dude punched him. Ain't that a coincidence? That's crazy. What the